Good afternoon. It is Thursday. It is May 23rd. I decided I wasn't going to do a mukbang. I think I'm going to just talk about some things that are on my mind. And one thing I just posted on Instagram actually, but I wanted to share with the YouTube community. And I don't know a whole bunch of people. I don't know many people at all. So I don't have a lot of people to share my thoughts with, and I feel like some things that I have to say are worth sharing. So one thing that just popped up in my mind today was serving you. And one thing that I mentioned on my Instagram story was to make sure that you separate yourself from anything and everything that does not serve you. Okay, so I went to Tuskegee University, and my time being there, I had a blast. Okay, a little background about my life story. I feel like I've always lived a very sheltered life. I tell my mom this all the time, and I kind of joke with her, and then I'm kind of serious about it at the same time. But back when I was in like middle school, high school, you know, when that was that opportunity to make a whole bunch of friends, and I was invited to do something or invited to go somewhere, my mother would say, you know what I'm saying, let me pray about it. And it would be later that night until she, you know, she figured, okay, yeah, maybe it was sometimes okay to go, and then other times it wasn't. But she would spend so long thinking about it, like nobody wanted to hang. It was like that at that point, or they were already doing whatever, or they already had their group, so I didn't even want to really do anything or go anymore. I was never really that talkative, so when I was invited to do something, I wanted to get out the house. I wanted to do it unless I just didn't. And then because I didn't really get to go out the house, or I didn't have that many friends to experience a lot of things with, I felt very sheltered. So at that point, I'm living the loner life. You know, I do things on my own. I didn't talk that much in high school at all. I knew of a lot of people. I knew what a lot of people had going on. I knew what a lot of people thought about me. Yeah, good times, fun times. Anyway, so I hated school. I hated going to school. I hated being around the people, just because, you know, I didn't fit in. I wasn't the type of girl to fit in. I wasn't in, you know, the popular status. My brother was, you know what I'm saying. I went to two different high schools. I went to Southern Guilford and I went to Dudley. Southern Guilford was okay, you know what I'm saying, because it was, you know, kind of mixed crowd. And my brother was popular there, so a lot of people knew me as Nick's little sister, which I hated. I hate being called that. I have a name, you know. But anyways, so I was known for that. Then when I went to Dudley, you know what I'm saying, people know of me, but they ain't know me, and I ain't talk, so people thought I was stuck up. But I just didn't want to deal with a whole lot, you know, like niggas was rowdy at Dudley. I just wanted to do my work and go home. Like, I'm not staying after for no after school activities or nothing. I wanted to do my work and I wanted to go home because I didn't like school. I didn't like the people. It was too much. So I didn't get into a whole bunch of mess. I didn't get into anything, you know what I'm saying. It's only one time in my life where I was gonna fight homegirl and she didn't want to show up, you know what I'm saying. She didn't want to meet me halfway, and I'm not walking all the way to your house, so you know what I'm saying. So, you know, I've never been in a type of mess, okay. So now when mess finds you, because one, either you're trying to help out, or you're just being stubborn, or you're just lost in the sauce, whatever the case may be, you have to learn before it gets to a point where you are completely uncomfortable to separate yourself from anything and everything that does not serve you. Now, you can help someone. No, not all that you want. You can help someone and you can give them the tools that you know to give them. And you have to realize that it is up to that person to decide on whether or not they want to choose to accept the tools and the little gems that you drop off, and if they want to use those tools, or if they want to sit on them and not make them work. One thing that we have to remember as Christian women and men is that we are not put here to save the world. We were literally put on earth to spread the word about God and spread his love, so that when he comes back, he'll see, okay, did you do your job? Did you do what you were supposed to do while you were down here? And then if not, you know what I'm saying, I don't know what's gonna happen. So I'm not God, and I have no right to judge this or that person. But our job literally is to spread the word about God. Now, it is everybody's choice, their own individual choice. That's the great thing about God. He gives us choices, okay? He gives us a choice to choose life or death. So when you've given your gems to these people or to a person and they choose not to use those gems, it is time to move on. And that can be the hard part for me personally, because I want to see everyone make it into the kingdom of heaven. I don't care what you've done in your past, what you've even done to me, what you've done to the next person. God forgives, but it's up to us to stop being so scared and just ask for his forgiveness. I will be honest with you, I talk to God just like I'm talking to this camera right now. I be like, look, you know what I'm saying, no disrespect, you know, I don't disrespect God, but we friends, we here, we talk. And it's that simple. If you can talk and vent to your friend, you should be able to talk and vent to God the same exact way. I'd be like, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? What do I need to do? Show me something, please. You know, it's a conversation. It's not anything to be ashamed of. It's not anything to really be scared about. God is going to show you some things sometimes that you don't want to be seen, that you don't want to know. But it is up to us to accept what he's telling us or be led to a dark path. Now, there are time and time again where we're going to be shown something and we're going to have this feeling like, I know that I shouldn't continue to do this, or I know that I've done all that I could, but I've done too much already. How do I get myself out of this sticky situation? God will put you through some things, okay, to get you out. And because you weren't obedient and you knew you had that feeling and he's shown you time and time again, you may have to go through some things that make you uncomfortable in order to get out. We don't all experience everything the same way, okay? That is one thing that I wish Christians would stop doing. This is a conversation that my aunts and my mom also had when we had our girls' night. Is that Christians often feel like, and I'm a Christian, but I'm you know what I'm saying, I'm just be real with y'all. Christians often feel like if you didn't experience God in the way that they experienced him, then you ain't really, you know what I'm saying, you ain't really saved. Or you ain't really had no experience with God because you didn't experience him the same way that I did. That is not true. Get that out of your head. Don't let anyone tell you, especially if you don't have like a real strong relationship with him, or you're just now building a relationship with God, that the way that you're communicating with him is wrong because you do it differently. No, that is incorrect, okay? We all have our different ways that we commune with God. And if a relationship is personal and it's an individual relationship with you and God, it's not going to be the same way as Susie's and Sarah's. It's not. So get that out your head. Anyway, just a reminder to let go of anything that does not serve you. If you are uncomfortable, get out. If you don't stand for something, get out. Stand up, get up, do what you need to do, because our job, again, is to spread the word and the love about God. If someone does not accept God's love and word, God is saying, well done, because you've done all that you could do in that time. It is time to move on to the next person. Spread God's love, spread God's word. If you are out here doing God's work and spreading the love about him and the message about him, I had to make sure she wasn't chewing on nothing that belonged to me. Anyway, then God is saying, well done. It is not up to us to save the world. It is up to us to come in contact with a couple lives, you know, that we feel like we can speak into, that we can pour into. And once we have poured into those lives, it is up to that person that we poured into to use what we had to give and make it work for them. Choice is a beautiful thing. I pray for everyone that does not have a relationship with him, or doesn't have a strong one, or that's even beginning to have a relationship with him, that it will become so much stronger. Okay, life is very short. I feel like life passes by so fast, you know. And if you have the opportunity and the chance to stand for love and joy and peace and hope and prosperity, why not choose that over uncertainty, over death, over something that doesn't stand for anything good? That's what I will never understand about people. But it is not up to me to decide what you do with your life. I know what I'm going to continue to do. I'm going to keep trusting God. I'm going to keep spreading God's love. I'm going to keep spreading God's word. And I just pray that I make it into the kingdom of heaven. Even though I don't have it all here on earth, I am not out here living my best life. Period, point blank. But I am blessed, and I am here, and I have the opportunity to spread God's word. I have the opportunity to spread God's love, and I'm going to do just that. I hope someone needed to hear that today. I know that I did needed to hear it for myself, and that's the reason why I do these videos sometimes, and I have to kind of speak about what I'm thinking about. It's because most times I need it for me. But anyway, hope you enjoyed this little sit down and talk video. I love you guys, and you have a wonderful day.